Aloha, this is Siri Shabbat, and I'm going to be doing a intro to everything hula pretty soon, a couple weeks from now, at Shakti Aerial Yoga. And I just wanted to give you a little taste of some Hawaiian stuff. So it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon on the 18th. We had a beautiful thunderstorm last night. It dumped buckets. My garden is overjoyed, and I'm overjoyed so I don't have to water it. And it cooled things off, and I was fortunate enough to go for a boat ride today in the Rappahannock River. And I got to dive off the boat and just swim for like a half an hour. I'm an ocean swimmer, so I felt so good getting out there and just letting my body just be in that wonderful ocean of fluidity. So I'm going to describe what aloha is. A lot of people say aloha, and people say, oh, that's just a hi and a goodbye. But it's a little bit more deep than that. Similar to the Indian namaste, when you're saying I bow to the infinite in you or to the divine in you, alo and ha are two different words that are put together. Alo is your sacred space that surrounds your body. It's kind of like an invisible cocoon or eggshell space. And you know you've got an alo when you're walking down the street, you see someone you know, and you're like, hey, how are you? And you're full of joy, and you could just feel so good before you even get close to the person. Or you might be walking down the street, and you get some bad feelings that there's someone that's looking at you a little cagey. So that is your alo. It's kind of like your antenna that can go anywhere from 3 to 6 feet, generally, in your body, out from your body, and it lets you know how to navigate. Ha in Hawaiian is the breath of life. So when you're saying aloha, whether you're greeting someone or saying goodbye for a little while, you're basically saying, I appreciate and bow to the infinite within you, and I appreciate and share my sacred breath of life with your sacred breath of life. So it has a lot of what we say kauna, which means thought or meaning in Hawaiian. So it can be chanted, and each one of the letters means something specific. I'm going to save that for the workshop, but I'll just chant a little for you. Okay, so this is the aloha. Akahai, lokahi, olu, olu, Aho nui aloha, akahai no Hawaii, lokahi akulike, olu komana'o, kaukolana, aho nui alana kila. I'm sitting under my favorite maple tree, and just as I started chanting, the wind started quickening, so I think it likes it. And one more little tidbit. So this little instrument right here is called an ipu heke. Ipu heke is 2 gourds that are cut in half and put on top of one another. It forms like a figure 8. And that's the instrument that the kumu would play. That's the head teacher. Or the ho'opa. Those are people that are selected to make the drum beat. And the drum beat is the rhythm of the earth, the heartbeat of the earth. So it's like ute, ute, te, ute, ute, te. I will be your ho'opa at the workshop. It's really an amazing experience to dance hula because you're dancing with the elements of life and you're dancing light through your body. So one more little tidbit. So the feet, as they move up to your knees, those are the movements of the sun as the sun crosses the ecliptic, especially across the Hawaiian Islands. From the knees to the hips are the movements of the moon. So if you've ever seen some hula dancers, there's lots of swaying, there's lots of figure eights, lots of back and forth, very watery, fluid movements. The torso is all the way up from the top of the hips to the tops of the shoulders, but it's mostly about the heart, the pu'uvai. So your arms are extensions of your heart. So that's where you're making the movements. So when you see a hula dancer, they're not waving their hands like this. This is the pulse beat of the earth. So I'm waving my hands in the pulse of the earth. Okay? And when you see a hula dancer, when they have their hands on one side and they switch to the other, you're actually saying and intending peace to the Tropic of Cancer and peace to the Tropic of Capricorn. So your head, we have what's called a lei po'o that goes around our head, and that's kind of called like the mouthpiece of God. A lot of the lei that we wear represent the forest because we bring the forest with us. And the head is where you receive inspiration, joy, divinely inspired ideas, songs that pop in that you want to dance and be real spontaneous. So those are the 4 different areas of your body when you're dancing hula. And I have a couple of little mele to share with you, and we're going to give it a shot. And it's easy, but it takes a while to get your body balanced in all those 4 quadrants. Okay, so Siri Shabbat coming up soon in a couple of weeks. Intro to everything you want to know about hula. I hope you come. I'd love to share this with you. Aloha.